So you had the confirmation from God,
of course,
that this is it and it's over.
And when I spoke to my partner too, he also understood.
Ebusia ekame akoye se onipa da seni bia e woni story to tell. Na se emu bia opportunity to talk anko bia beka ne de se ya refosem se ye ni gisem bia woni past. Na eye today's woman show eye div0rce and show yi sa dwumadie. Na dwumadie host no eye kukiti eho ana Ohemaa Mercy eye gospel musician papa. Mami nyame nwosa woni swankasa utie no nyuma utumu say yes nyame afre no mami akopi mo ho no wodi nsem bebre ana atudwa aha let's talk div0rce so and then the first time I pop into my video I make sure say obe subscribe ya mami say de be ya me uploading new video bia nsa ebetimi aka abusia say bia wo refi Ohemaa Mercy a mo mayen hwe ne nwum kakra ma me ba meto amoso Egusia Ohemaa Mercy mame no ne nyom ehye nkwan yankasa oye obi obɔ ne homoden ewo gospel music ni mu pa oya ade today's woman show ne so no odi nsem bebre tudwa mame chire ma wo se obompa ye chire nyame ana nyankopɔ chire ne se oni ne kunu entemunte ne chire a oni ne kunu enyai se de ebe ye obetumi aye onu nyankopɔ ne dwuma yenkotie nsem ne mra.
And I want to say this to every woman. When you are going through divorce, one thing that I've learned is that you don't depend on any man. Because tomorrow, there are some things you will regret. For me, my dependency was on the Lord. I didn't want to talk to anyone. I didn't want anyone to hear of whatever I was going through during the COVID season. And that was where I had that serious covenant with the Lord and an encounter with the Lord, speaking to him solely, going to the mountains to be there for 3 months. And I really want to hear what the Lord wants to tell me about what is going on around me. So when I heard it clearly, I took that bold step. And for me, I give God the glory because I'm divorced, yes. But this is the time I've seen the hand of God so strong on my life.
Even more than when you were married?
Even more than. So I was actually depending on man.
So you had the confirmation from God,
of course,
that this is it and it's over.
And when I spoke to my partner too, he also understood that we have to do this and then pray and see what the Lord will do.
So you initiated the conversation of the divorce?
Of course.
What were your first few words? What did you say?
I really want us to have a break.
Okay.
And then I need to run with the ministry. And I know that is your passion for me.
Okay.
Let me run with it. Let's take care of the kids and help each other. If I'm going through something, we talk about it. Let's take care of the kids. And then I don't want to fail God. Because it's like I'm
failing God by staying in the marriage.
So I actually have to sit down with him. And then we had a cordial conversation. And for him, he's very, very mature.
So it's been very cordial.
Very, very up to now.
You guys speak every day.
We speak every day.
You're co-parenting.
Very, very.
Like you said in the beginning, there's so much that we need to talk about. I don't even know which ones.
But I want to advise everyone. If you're a woman and you are going through divorce, your partner is not your enemy. Oh yes. Because of the kids, you have a covenant. So I actually have to allow God to lead me through this. So that it will be another phase for every woman to emulate. That if you are going through battles in your marriage and it comes to the point of you going through a divorce, understand that you can never be enemies. You have to help each other because of the kids.
It's not even profitable.
It's not. It's not.
Ayo, na said ye, Ohemaa Mercy, no minimum down, saying Uncle Paul to me, say, Yenja, and I'm a casse. Bible cassette divorce wana also you almost say obetimi any view comment or comment section or their mommy because and any first time meeting bibi say minim say won so kra no wo adwiri kakra ne nkomo ne koso na eye Ohemaa Mercy side to just say emra nyame frɛ no na ba mu buye an ochema was say owo ne first child no na ekomu pa konfitai na ekunu nti ono no kika nse bebre kra kire nyame nti wote wono wonu ne hu e won nsem a ode na no kan.
I was thinking that the Lord has disappointed me, but I didn't know. And up to now, I'm still begging God for every word that came out of my mouth during my season of the Lord taking me through a process for today. I didn't know. And I think it was good that the Lord didn't open my eyes to see what He's about to do and how He's going to make me. And for me, so He has to hide certain things from the reality. And today, I can just lift up my hands and say, thank you, Jesus, because people look at me and they share testimonies, especially those that I was in a compound house and sometimes, come on, don't do this. Sometimes they will come and pick my TV, hey, Teacher Mercy, and it was so much disgrace. And then sometimes I have to lock myself in a room for 3 days.
You were
and
owing?
I can't.
You were owing?
Yes, I can't face the world. I have been a hospital prisoner before, and I went to the church that I was going for them to help me, and nobody was ready to help me. And you see, do you know God at a particular time can seize everybody from helping you?
For a reason.
For a reason.
For a reason.
I'm telling you, every bit of process that you are going through today, if you are watching me, it has a reason and a purpose. Today that carry the oil and assignment. God will never make you rest. He will melt you. He will break you to the point where you will run to Him. And then He will open up who He has made you. You are going through a lot today, and it seems that everybody has given up on you. Sometimes I go to my mom, and my mom will be crying. That, Mercy, I was teaching in the same school with my mom, and then my mom could look at me, and then sometimes some of his colleagues will be talking about what is going on with your daughter and all that. And sometimes I'll go to my mom and then for help, and then she will look at me, you have really disappointed me.
Wow.
And then I have to walk miles to the house. I remember I was so pregnant with my firstborn, and I have to go to my mom for food to eat to survive for the whole week. The reason that I have to go through all this battle is because I was admitted at a hospital to give birth to my firstborn. And at that time, it was cash and carry.
Yeah.
You have to put down money. I was admitted on Tuesday. Then Friday, the baby was not coming, so they have to rush me to the theater. There was no money. I had prepared 20 Ghana cedi.
At the time?
At that time, that after delivery, I'll just pay and then I will move. But something happened. I have to go through a lot. And then they took me to the theater. I have to pay money before I'll be discharged. There's no money.
But what was the child's father?
The child's father was also moving around looking for money.
Wow.
And then, luckily, we had one of our students that gave us a school fees to discharge me. Then right after, I have to go with my pay slip, go and take loan and pay the boy's money
Because
back.
that's his school fees.
So at the end of the month, there's no money to feed on.
Ebuziafo na said ensem no ekono no eye Ohemaa Mercy ne ete ne nka no was say wo ho kyere wa ya fa ye mpai bo fi se Nyankopon onso ye nhwe keke oso wo hwa no wo di siesie akobibi papam aha let's talk GH rumors so and then the first time I said the baby America no be subscribe ama me said the baby me uploading new video bia on sabit me aka mo adane de nyina mo follow na mo like na mo share no nyame onhwa mo pa menya any update bia about any trending issue bia nso a me de beba be so mo me din e de na na pia santo a me da mase